I wanted to get your thoughts on all of this with the Supreme Court and such.
Sure. Sure. I mean, this is a Republican red herring argument, as Joy mentioned, because the Republicans are the ones that have been packing the courts. Obama had 108 judicial vacancies that he handed over to President Trump because Mitch McConnell had been obstreperous and refused to allow Obama's judicial nominees to go forward. And remember Merrick Garland. The Republicans, again, blocked that seat and thus packed the court now with not only 2, but probably 3 Supreme Court justices. So this is really out of the Republican playbook. And so for the Republicans now to be questioning Joe Biden or any Democrat about, court packing is really not the question. The question is, how will the Democrats respond to the Republicans' abuse of power over the past, let's say, decade? The other thing that I want to say is that, court packing, I'm a member of the Supreme Court bar and have written briefs in front of the Supreme Court. I don't think it's appropriate. The Supreme Court number of 9 justices has not changed for 151 years. FDR tried to float the idea in 1937 to 15 justices to try to balance the court, and that was just, roundly rejected. And so I don't think that there are going to be any more than 9 justices. And what we need to really do is then focus on things like legislation, like the Affordable Care Act, like registration to perhaps, protect gay marriage, legislation to protect a woman's choice, if that is what your politics are. But the Supreme Court, I think, should remain at 9 justices, and we leave it there because it's been 151 years. You don't play politics with the Supreme Court because, I like Anna, I'm an institutionalist, and I think there is something different about packing the Supreme Court as opposed to packing
but
the federal bench.
Because we're talking about this, which is again, it's not an issue that is up to Joe Biden, but because we are watching videos of Joe Biden not answering a question that is not up to him, we are not watching the reels and reels and reels that there is of so many Republicans saying 4 years ago, we will not confirm a Supreme Court nominee on an election year.
Yes.
This is not an election year. This is an election. We are 22 days away. Millions of votes have already been cast. And so we are not focusing on their hypocrisy because they have brilliantly changed the topic to this, so-called court packing issue.
Right. Well, I just want to point out to folks, anybody can file a complaint alleging a judge has engaged in conduct prejudicial to the effective administration of the business of the court. That's what I feel Clarence Thomas and Judge Alito have done. That's what I feel they have done when they start talking about what they're getting rid of before they've sat down. So maybe I'll file the complaint, see what happens.